Hey, 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 to anybody who's here. So, y'all know I am not a huge fan of words, cutting out words, but I did it. I did it. I cut out some words. I saw them on the video with their parents in the sanctuary. Hey, guys, whoever just came in. Oh, hold on, let me send some messages. So, just went live doing it, making a card. Is what I went live doing. So, if you just joined me, whew, I'm hot, and I got my air going. I think I'm having hot flashes again. I'm not liking it. Tell you that right now. So I cut this out twice so I can stack it to make it a little bit thicker. I see other people who do cards doing this. I think I want to stack it. I don't know. Y'all know me. I'm not big about making words. If I put words on them, I stamp them. There we go. There we go. So the story is this man's name, Frank S. Wright, from Stockton, California. He was a Marine. Is turning 100, and he wants 100,000 birthday cards. And so in my description box, I put the address that I got from the news story. And you can, if you're interested in making him a card, you can do so also. Um, anyway, there we go. But I'm making a card. So, speaking of 100 years old, I lost a very dear friend this morning. Uh, I guess she died this morning. I saw the announcement this morning from my last church. Uh, we had a lady in our ladies group named Miss Marie who was 100 years old. Of course, I've been here 8 years, so she was 92 when I left. But she did she did have her 100th birthday. She passed away. It hurt my heart, but I know she is thrilled to be in heaven. I know it. I know Miss Marie is there. So anyway, she was a sweet, sweet lady. But I know that up until just recently, well, in was it in May? In May, they had a ladies' conference at the church where we used to go, and she was in the pictures at the conference. So I know she was still up and going. So anyway, she was a she was a sweetheart. I loved her to pieces. So she would greatly be missed. And look, I even did the little cloudy thing that goes behind it. Ain't I special? Yeah, probably need to ride that short bus want to clean that up. I've been using that blacky gray color there on it. Clean that up. Because I want to dust this with a little bit of this color right here. Anyhow, I have been fogging and messing around. I am finished with my postcards. I got all my postcards done. I have everybody's that claimed uh, gel prints. I have them in envelopes, and they will go out whenever I'm sending you something. And yeah, now I want this to sit right here, and I'm going to glue it down first. I was hoping there would be 100 fishies on here, but there's not. There's only 80 something. So anyway, so I picked Fish because he was a Marine, and I mean, Marines, water. There is a method to my madness. A method to my madness. There always is. Most people don't understand it, but there always is. And then I'll show you what else. I have been just trying to clean in my office a little bit. It was horrible. It was horrible. I did post the sticker machine that I bought that I showed y'all last week. I posted it. And yeah, that's about it. Oh, I did cook some hamburgers for lunch. Hard work. I stuck them in the oven and baked them. Frozen, right? Straight from the freezer. And I laid 2 onion slices at the end of it. Oh, ain't that pretty? Happy birthday. So we're not done though. We want to find us um, it was right here. I'll put it back down there. No, it's not back down there. Okay. Did I get all my words? Oh man. Oh, that hurt. I just whacked everything, jostled everything. All my everythings, I jostled them. Oh, there it is. There's what I'm looking for. Hi, Elizabeth. How are you, hon? I'm good. I'm good. So I'm making a birthday card for a gentleman, a World War II hero, who is turning 100. There have been all kinds of things on YouTube and on TV about him having his 100th birthday, and he wants 100,000 cards. So he's going to get a card from Arkansas. So we're not done. Here we are. This is where we want right here. We're not done with what we want to add to this. We're going to add something else to this besides that. And I will write a message on the back. Get here at these 2 right here. Hi, Ginger. Hi, Leonore. How are you? Shoot. That look enough like it. Happy 100th birthday. There we go. Oops, I almost got that on crooked, but I knocked it loose. Now let's see if I can undo that. There we go. Okay, Cindy, let's see if we can try that again. There we go. There we go. 100th birthday. Happy 100th birthday. Super busy, ain't it? So, having a thought. Let's see if I like my thought or not. Let's drink a piece of coffee. Let's go here. Let's go here. I don't want to do that. I want to do this. Yeah. Everybody having a good Sunday? Are y'all still in Florida, Ginger? Oh, Cindy, what are you thinking about? There we go. Let's go here. Let's do this. But we don't want that size. We want this right here. Wish. Yeah. Let's see what this does. I don't know if I use what I'm printing or not, but we'll see. Thanks everybody for coming. After I get done with this, I'm going to show y'all what else I've been working on. So Becca showed one of these last night that she had made, and I liked it. I liked it. Your electric unicorn rug for someone who bought it for somebody else. Electric unicorn rug. That's very interesting. I don't think Ginger likes Florida. I don't think she likes Florida. It's hot and humid there. I was outside this morning for about an hour and a half. A guy come to cut my grass. Anyway, he could only get my front yard cut. His mower wouldn't go through my backyard. So he's coming back next week to work on my riding mower. So we'll see if he does it, if he gets it. So I normally don't steal pictures off of the internet, but I'm going to cut out this picture of this little old man. I figure you live to be 100 years old. You deserve a special made birthday card, right? And it don't get no more special than getting one made by a loving woman, does it? My son is peeking outside. I know he's probably checking to see about the yard because he knew that guy was coming this morning. Hey, brother. He came and cut the front yard, but his mower would not cut in the backyard. It's so thick. He went and got a different mower, and it wouldn't go neither. So I paid him for cutting in the front yard, and he's coming back next week, and he's going to work on our riding mower and get it going. He's pretty sure he can get it going. So anyway, if he can get it going, that'll solve a lot of our problems. There we go. Woman. Not a fan of the weather, she says. Not a fan of the weather. Oh, are we going to have to? We may have to lift our one. There we go. We'll put it back down. We'll glue it back down here in a minute. There we go. I'm going to put that there. I really feel like I should go around this with just a little bit of, do I want that or do I want a piece of, I think I want a piece of this. Right here. Make sure I got a big enough piece. I think we're going to do that. There we go. Let's glue him down. I don't think we get quite as humid as Florida does because, you know, they're down there surrounded by ocean on several sides. But it gets pretty humid here in Arkansas. And, yeah. I think, was it last night that you were saying that you guys get up to about 90, but y'all don't have the humidity? So we get up in the 90s, but then we have humidity that gives us real feels over 100 degrees, and it gets miserable during the summer. But this morning it was only 82, so I can live with 82, humidity and all. I was sweating when I came in, but I had been outside watering my plants. I think I'm gonna have a tomato plant that's gonna die. It's very, very yellow, but it was an experiment my cousin did with saving the seeds from a store-bought tomato. She really liked the tomato, and so she saved the seeds from it. But usually those kind of tomatoes like that are some kind of a hybrid, and hybrid tomatoes are not easy to grow. So I think I like that outlined. Don't y'all? It doesn't blend in as much. Yeah, 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 yeah. I do. But we are going to give it just a little bit of ink. So, Leonore, how are you, honey, today? How are you? Next week, I will be working on your journal. I probably am actually going to start it tomorrow and get it done. So, well, you stay inside all the time. That's how you deal with the humidity. You don't do a lot outside. So, at my church, at my church where I am children's pastor, We have 6 coaches. Football, softball, no basketball coaches. 6 coaches, and they're out in the heat all the time. I don't know how they stand it. Arkansas does have a law. Well, actually, it's more than Arkansas has a law. What do y'all think? You think that's? I think that turned out nice. Now I'm gonna write on it. Dear Mr. Wright, his name is Frank S. Wright. I hope your birthday was wonderful. Thank you for your service to our country. God bless you. There we go. Hi, Tanya. Yeah, we stay inside. So, okay, we're done with that. Let's put it in its envelope. I got out an envelope for it, didn't I? There it is, an envelope. It could go in a smaller envelope, but we'll put it in this one. It'll be okay. Okay, it says, now I put the address in the description box in this video, okay, guys? Let's go find it on our YouTube. I watched church this morning on church. I watched church. There we go. View channel. There we go. Cindy, you're being silly. Hey guys, if you're thinking about it, you know what I would appreciate? I would really appreciate a thumbs up. Where did it go? Let's just do this. Let's do this the easiest way possible. Here we go. I bet the post office was thrilled. Here we go. Frank S. Wright. W-R-I-G-S. W-R-I-G-H-T. Stockton Marine Corps. POBox 691045, Stockton, California, 95269. There we go. Live in Sydney. You love the weather there. It's winter here in New Zealand, so you're inside with the fire going. Diane lives in Queensland. Diane, the Mansi Palette, and she was saying that it's abnormally cold there for this time of the year. Anyway, we're going to save that little bitty piece there and the rest of it. So y'all want to see what I've been working on? So I was watching Becca yesterday, and she has this little thing that holds ink pads, and I want one. And so I said, where did you buy that, Becca? And Beth says Becca made that. So I figure if Becca can make one, Cindy can too. So Cindy's making one too. There we go. Anything Becca can do, I can do better. Oh. Yeah, Stockton, California. Yepers. That's where. Um, Stockton. Yep, Stockton. Going to the Stockton Marine Corps. And then they'll give it to Mr. Frank. And these are, we cut this in 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. And normally I do like to use my little guillotine, but I've lost the wheel on my guillotine. And yeah, actually, Cindy, you remember that that 2.5 is just a wee bit too wide, so we're going to take it down to right there. I need a new blade for this. There we go. Let's go ahead and cut several. About 45 minutes from your home. You may even have people that know Mr. Frank. You may have friends that know him personally. Now, we've done that one. Anything? There. And I cut that one too wide. And if you're wondering why I'm doing it 2, 2, 2, 2 on 2 on 2 on 2, I glue them together to make them just a little bit stronger. Make my little shelves a little bit stronger. There we go. You get off there. Get off there. Okay. Now, here's where the fun begins. Okay, first let's stick some glue between this on this. I've never been to California. Never left anything there that I need to go back for and find. I'm laughing because so I've been on the internet for years, and I have actually still have. We just don't do it on Yahoo Chat no more, but I have a group of pastors' wife that I was in this pastor's wife group called Thriving in the Fishbowl for years. I've been in it for close to 20 years. At the time that I joined, my husband was pastoring. He no longer pastors. Now I'm the pastor. Anyway, but anyhow, we used to have late night voice chats. We would chat, voice chat, and a bunch of us were into true crime. We basically, in our minds, solved the John Benet Ramsey case. Just huge discussions. Anyway, one night we had a discussion about committing the perfect murder. What do we think that we could do that would be the perfect murder? And so I told him that I would take the person that I wanted to murder to California and get on one of those great big busy freeways, and when we were in rush hour traffic and everybody's moving real fast, I would push said person out of the car and let the cars run over them and kill them. And by the time they figured out that they had been pushed out of a car, I'd be hundreds of miles down the road. Anyway, so I was talking about that one night to a friend. We were talking and laughing about it. Anyway, my husband informed me he was never going to California with me. I said, now, what makes you think you were the one I was going to murder? Anyway, I guess he thought at that, and that was before he ever even got the brain injury. I probably would be more apt after the brain injury than I would have ever been before. So there we go. Okay, so my next step on this is, let's put the lid back on since we're gonna be a while before we need some glue again. Is this? So anyhow, it's not perfect. So this right here is like a half-inch mark, I believe. I believe that's a half inch. So I like to take this and set my thing down like that. And I grab me one of these, and I go down that line and emboss it. And that's going to make my shelf. So my next part is I want to lay that back down. Now, I should have, before I done this, I should have, okay. Y'all gone? Where'd you go? Oh no, there you are. Okay, so I want to go right here. So this needs to be 4.5, but it needs to be a tick mark under 4.5. Do y'all measure like that? Because that's how I measure. So here's my 4.5 mark. There's my little tick right there. And I want it to go right there. And now I'm going to take it down here and put it here and emboss it real good in that line right there. Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. Yes, I can. And then I lay it on that little line, and I'm going to cut it. Oops. I'm going to cut it. There we go. Oops. Slipped it. I'm not saving those. No, no, no. I'm not saving those. Then we go over here. Yeah. I don't like to measure, but with something like this, I really do need to measure. So now I feel like I'm too small. I got it too small. And how did I manage that? I measured that just as sure as shooting. I measured that. Yeah. Okay. Let's just do this. Let's just do this. Let's do our this. Where's our silly little thing? There we go. Okay. Dave's watching us shoot 'em up. I watched church, and then I watched a couple of true crime, and that's about all I've had the. Oh, I did watch all my Bible stuff this morning. So if you've not heard me talking about it, I don't know where you've been. Obviously, you've not been around. You've not been around here because I talk about it all the time. So this right here is going to be my mark. Let's make it with a pen. Right there is where my mark is. Now I want to measure that cuss because I want to see where I went wrong because I know I went right there and right under there. See what I did? That's a 4.25 mark. I see what I did. Dad burn. Cindy, you're such an airhead. There it is, right there, under that mark. Litter far, you crazy woman. You're just as goofy as the day is long. Just to there. Cut that off. I'm just gonna cut that off. There we go. And then we're going to lay that back down there, and we're going to emboss just a little bit under that mark, just because we don't trust our 4.5 mark. There we go. There we go. Okay. I think that's going to be good. Now, okay. Look at there. She slides in there. She bows up just a little bit, but she'll just have to bow up. Now, this is how I like to do it. I like to set my ink pad in and measure how far I want that to go. So, Becca suggested that you make these little tabs big enough to set onto the next shelf, but y'all know me, I don't follow instructions very well. There we go. There we go. Okay. I will tell you one thing I want to do is I want to come and take my great big long scissors and we're going to cut about that, whatever that is, a quarter of an inch, maybe an eighth of an inch. It may be a quarter. We're going to cut that off because I felt like my shelf was too wide. Yeah, buddy. There we go. Okay. Now I just want to see. Will my ink go in there? No, not really. Okay. Oh, stay there. Now let's have some glue. So, do y'all talk to yourself, talk your way through projects where you're not following a printed plan? And if you don't know me, you know I don't follow directions or printed plans very well. So, anyhow, that's just me. It's just my personality. I am who I am, says just like Popeye says, I am who I am. If you do not have some of these, I suggest that you find you some wherever you have to go find them. If you don't know what they are, I will tell you what they are. They're hem clips for you to pin up a hem. Ooh, that one looks prettier than any of them. Hot diggity dog, you did a good job on that one, Cindy Lou Bob. Yes, you did. Let's get our thing back here. Freeways are big. There's always so much traffic. That was my whole idea. I'm going to throw them out in that traffic. Let those right in front of a big rig. Let it run over them. I know, I'm heartless. Now, I need you to come right here. Let's go to that little ticky tick right there. That'll work. There. Now, these two right here. So, if it works out like Becca's is, I should be able to get 12 ink pads in there. And hopefully it does, because I have this little one, two, actually have a four drawer thing over here that has ink in it, but it's full. I don't have room for any more ink, and I have some more ink that needs to go in it. So we will put the ink in there and do that. Some of our friends from church had new golden retriever. I know. We were just playing. I wasn't. I would never do that to anybody. We were just trying to come up with the perfect crime. We thought we had it figured out. That one there was way too short. We'll have to do that. Hot in here. Hi, Bonnie. How are you, hon? A lot of that stemmed from dealing with gravy ladies. Do y'all know what a gravy lady is? A gravy lady is a lady that nothing is ever right when and we're talking about at church, okay? You're having a dinner, she's going to complain that the gravy is lumpy or the gravy's too salty or it's too thick or, you know, and so thus she becomes the gravy lady. I really think everybody that attends church should have to go live at a pastor's house and deal with all the wonderful things they get to deal with every day of the week and their family. See, I always swore I would never marry a preacher because I didn't want my kids to have to grow up like I did. Because everything we done was under a microscope and judged. And I'm just here to tell you, I got accused of some of the craziest things. Got accused of telling dirty jokes in the back of a truck. I don't know no dirty jokes. At least I didn't at that time. I was a wide-eyed innocent. I might know some that are very off color right now. Did I not glue that down? Why is it popping open? I didn't glue that one down. Of all the silliest things. Anyway, and we lived right on the main strip in town. So all of that pressure, when you build up pressure, hey honey, how are you? You know when you build up pressure in a canner, if you've ever canned, before you open that canner, you've got to let that pressure go somewhere, right? You've got to let it. Most people naturally let it seep out, or you can do an automatic release. You do that with your instant pot too. Well, all of that pressure that was put on us as kids usually would erupt, especially in me as a young, emotional young girl, would usually erupt at least once a year, and I would have a major meltdown at school. Major meltdown. My brother would just skip school and go drive his car out on the sandbars on the river and uh, uh, and explode. Well, the car didn't explode. It just caught on fire with a bunch of his buddies sitting in the back seat. He had an old Volkswagen hatchback, not a Beetle Bug, but an old Volkswagen hatchback. And they were skipping school and they were down on the river, riding in the sand in the car. And one of the boys says, "Hey, my brother is Bub. My brother is Bub. He's y'all know I was saying last night he's worked for Waffle House for 43 years. He's had employees that never even knew his name was Danny. Anyway, but yeah, my brother's name is Bub. We still call him Bub. Me and Mom, all the aunts and uncles. His wife doesn't call him Bub. Anyway, I don't know why not. Everybody else does. But anyway, um, anyhow, yeah. One of them says, "Hey, Bub, do you smell smoke?" I think there's smoke back here. Sure enough, the car was on fire. On fire. Ruined that car. He was notorious for buying old cars that weren't worth a flip and driving them into the ground. And he still does it. Only now he doesn't buy old cars. He buys expensive cars. Drives a big old one of those big old Jeep trucks, but he don't drive it. It's not his everyday truck. When my daddy died, he got my daddy's truck and he drives it as his everyday truck. The first thing he done, let me tell you. First thing he done is he took it home and hit a tree. He did. Oh, me and Mom laughed about that one. So, yeah, he's worked for Waffle House for 43 years. Wait, 83? No, not 43. 84. He started in 84, so 41 years. I'm sorry, 41 years. So in August, I'll turn 60. And on August the 11th, my show for August 11th, that Monday night show, we will celebrate my birthday. And Sharon wants me to open any gifts that I receive live on TV. I said, I don't know that I will receive any gifts. I do usually have a few friends that send me gifts for my birthday, but anyway, she wants me to. So I promised I will open them live on YouTube. I said on TV, didn't I? Anyway, and then what else? Oh, and then on August the 16th. So I went to a very small school. There were 32 in my graduating class, and but in my class there were three of us that were all born on August the 9th, 1965. And so we're going to meet up in Fort Smith and go out to eat. And we've invited all of our classmates that want to come and join us because, I mean, we're all turning 60 this year, my class. Most of us are turning 60. Some of our older ones that, like, had to start a year behind because they had birthdays in November and August and, November, October, November, and December, they've already turned 60. Did y'all see what I just did? I did not measure that, but I'm pretty sure it'll fit. Yeah, it'll fit. Now let's slide that on. That one has sat there long enough. Let's slide that one on. There. That's good. Those are looking really good. You know what? I got two of these. Okay, is that another one? Yep, that's another one. Just like the other one. You're out of high school for 3 years in 84. I graduated in 83, so 2 more years I'm going to sign up for my Social Security. Lord willing, it's still there when 2 years pass. But yeah, in 2 more years, I want to do that. But I can still work my church job because I don't make 20,000 on it. I don't make very much on my church job. But I probably won't have sales no more. I'll just hang out. That's kind of one of the reasons I've started paring it down to just two a month is to get myself used to that. What am I looking for here? So here's my 4.5 mark. I want right here. That's where I want. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, to get myself used for that. So, so if you've ever been to Arkansas, you get to apply in August. You'll be 62 in 11 days. All right. So if you've ever been to Arkansas, to any of the sites where there are sites to be sighted, you know what I mean. Any of the tourist spots. I literally live. I don't live at the foot of the mountain, but I can look out my window and see Mount Magazine, which is the tallest mountain in Arkansas. But yeah, I can see Mount Magazine. I live in the town that is famous for having a TB sanatorium. We have the TB sanatorium. And then after they closed the sanatorium down, Gretch Guitars moved in and made drums up there. And my mom worked up there and made drums. And now it is a DHS home for adults that have nobody to care for them, that are wards of the state. I have four of these little clips. I absolutely love them, but I just have four of them. So normally I don't go live on Sunday. You know what? How many do I have now? One. I can hold one. That one's a little big. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Seven. I think I'm going to get more than 12 in here. Woohoo! Woohoo! The thunder? Is it thundering? Is it storming in Florida? Ginger, I'm looking at your picture. You're a redhead? Is that right? My husband is a redhead. Only it's nearly all gone now, but him and his sister were redheads, and their brother, their oldest brother, who was born first, about no tax on your Social Security. Yeah. My mom doesn't have to file. I think they told her that she should probably file this year, and then after that she won't have to file no more. So the only reason she's had to file is when after my dad died, the the retirement that he had put back just to pay his house payment, uh, they would pay my mom, but they would withhold taxes out of it. And so she had to file. They would withhold. I can't remember how much it was, but they would withhold both Arkansas taxes and IRS taxes. And so she would have to file so she could get those back because she got them all back. Anyway, and that's the only reason she had to file. And so at the Methodist Church, the AARP, the ARP people, they do taxes every year. I done her taxes one year, and I told her I'd rather her get somebody else to do them. I didn't like doing them. So anyway, I hired somebody to do my taxes. I ain't messing with that mess. Between having a what's considered a self-employment job as a minister, then my reselling business. Yeah, I hired somebody. Nope, the cat is a ginger. You're not. Yay. Dave is a ginger for sure. Him and his sister. But what's cool about it is their hair didn't turn gray. It turned white or a blonde looking blonde. Dave's sister always gets the question, hey, where did you get your hair highlighted? And she's like, my hair isn't highlighted, it's gray. This is what my gray looks like. We had a friend that when we lived in Ohio, her gray done that too. She was a bright, nice, pretty ginger. Anyway, I think those right there will be fine. Now let's move. The cat is a ginger. Our cat is a tuxedo cat. Precious Kitty, who does not belong to us, but who has claimed our front tree as her perch. Precious Kitty she's part Siamese, and she is so sweet. She's the sweetest kitty. She really wants to come in and live with us, but she belongs to the Catholic priest, and he brings her in at night and lets her sleep at night, but she likes to go out in the day and come and lay in my tree. Anyway, she's real sweet. So after Raj left and went back to India, that she was Raj's kitty. And after she went back, and then Father Les came, and Father Les has a little Yorkie named Mindy, and Mindy likes to run away from Father Les, and so then Father Les stands out in his lawn and yells for Mindy, and Cindy comes out the back door and looks to see who's yelling for Cindy. So anyway, but yeah, we call him, for the most part, we call Father Les Padre. He's the Padre. No tax on tips. Oh, oh. My family is going to be thrilled about that because I said my brother works for Waffle House. All of his daughters, well, his oldest daughter doesn't because she got fired. Uh, yes, my brother fired his oldest daughter, and he caught her drinking on the job. Anyway, and it wasn't Coca-Cola. Anyhow, and they're all waitresses. They're all waitresses. So, and then his wife and his youngest son cook. And if you know anything about the setup of Waffle House, you know that even the district managers cook. So my brother cooks on when they need help when it's busy, because there's always a regular cook on shift. But yeah, but my brother, he'll go when it snows, because he lives quite a ways from his Waffle Houses that he manages. He'll go and rent a motel room, and he'll when people start calling in and saying we can't be there, he'll say, can you not be here because you can't drive in the snow? And they'll say, yeah, and he'll say, I'll come get you. So he goes and gets them. So anyway, so then they don't have an excuse. So anyhow, but what it was, if you saw the story, that there was a story about a Waffle House here in Arkansas that the cook received like a big tip from a kid that comes in all the time. That cook was one of my brothers at one of my brother's stores. So I think he has three now. I don't know. I don't pay attention. I see my brother twice a year. Okay. I see him at Christmas, and he usually tries to come down really close to Mother's Day, and that's it. Unless I go to Big Town to Little Rock, I don't see him because his stores are in Little Rock. Yeah, but I don't see him unless I go to Big Town. Big Town. For me, Big Town is going to Fort Smith. Uh, but anyway, I know I'm just rattling. I can rattle all day. Do, do, do. They were still shooting fireworks last night. Yeah, it'll help a lot, a whole lot. Man, I got that one almost too tight. I have a huge family. My brother has 5 kids and 3 grandkids, one in-law. The other in-law, they they divorced, and then her second baby daddy. They were never married, but he killed himself last year. I won't say that's the reason my niece drinks, but it does contribute to it. I want to hear any. Juju, will you go live tonight, honey? I'm getting tired of working on this. I'm getting real tired of it. I get bored real easy, guys. This is why I don't write book reviews no more. Because a book bores me. I get started on it and then I figure out what's going to happen and I'm done. And I'm done. So I haven't, confidential, I haven't read very many books in the last few years. But I was a book reviewer for 10 years. Okay. So Juju's been making these Bubatinas. When I make mine, it's going to be a Cindy Lou Bob. But I have this that I kind of wanted to use for my next Happy Mail books, which I'm still working in this one. But I have this, and I want to look at it and see how I want to do it. Oh, so I saved this. I got it at the bins. Y'all know I have a bins here, and I saved this. It's a planner for 24-25. So I want to cover it, the front of it. I'm not going to cover the back. I'm okay with the back of it, but I think that it will be good for covering this year's budget list. Nobody told me we were supposed to budget. I think it will be good for making pages on, don't you? I can always tear out what I don't want. See, I don't think I want these slicky things. But you know what? They would be kind of cool to, I don't know. They would be kind of cool to glue my Happy Mail in that I got during that month. But I don't think I want. Let's see what y'all are saying about this. Live at 5 with Dawn. CST. Okay. Yes. You could do like Edna Dunn. I don't know if you know who Edna is. She comes on my channel. She is uh, indigenous. She lives in Utah and she makes beautiful handcrafted jewelry. I'll show you. I bought these earrings from her. They just came last week. There's no reason. They're mother of pearl with turquoise. And I bought this set right here from her. And, oh, flitter. What was that? That wasn't nothing that had anything to do with it. I bought this set right here from her that she made. And it's real pretty. And here are the matching earrings. Now, if you've seen any of the jewelry that I wear, which most of the time y'all don't see my face, I love this combo of the turquoise color and the amber color. It's one of my favorites. And I was actually looking at my earrings and I thought, I have a pair of earrings already like that. But anyway, she does beautiful, beautiful, beautiful work. Yeah. Good for glue booking. You know what? I have glue books. I don't know that I've showed my glue books in a long time. I have glue books that mainly I'd done them when I first started watching Frohl and Elizabeth. What's Elizabeth's last name? Somebody tell me. Elizabeth. hmm Not Elizabeth that was in here a while ago. Elizabeth that does the gel plating. Hildair. Hildair, is that it? Elizabeth Hildair, is that it? think that's it. I think that's it. Elizabeth. Is it Hill there? Is that it? Uh-uh. No, Saint Hilaire. Elizabeth Saint Hilaire. If you've never watched her, she and Frohl are one of the first ones that I ever started watching. Yeah, Elizabeth Saint Hilaire. And they're some of the first ones I ever started watching doing gel printing. But I think it will make me a good Happy Mail book. What I just don't know is how much room I'll have to grow in it. So I think I'll have to pull out some pages in order to grow in it. I love these notes pages though. But pulling them out is no big deal because I will put these kind of pages in journals. I usually buy these kind of things to put pages like this in journals. So anyway, so that's that. I'm gonna do that. We haven't looked at it in a long time. God burn. I was trying to clean my room and I got tired of it. Do y'all get tired of always trying to clean up the room? I get tired of it. Tired, tired, tired. Okay, so this one here is, I'm pretty sure, yes, this one is a book that I've done one of Frohl's challenges with. And all of this is are gel prints. So yeah, this is a glue book that I done. I drew her. She's drawn with oil pastels. And I did not do this one. I just did the hummingbird and the fairies. It says Secret Garden. And then we went back over here, and this one I just, yep. This one is actually, this is paint, but it's not jelly printed. It's paint just for doodling. Yeah. And then this one is just glue. These are just glue books. This one is doing black with metallic markers. I think you can see that. I painted the pages black. And there's the end of it. This is a Woman Within magazine, Woman Within catalog, and that's as far as I got on that one. And this one is an IKEA magazine, an IKEA, and I bound this one in. This one may be the Frohl one. I don't know. Mother's Day 2022. We had a cookout at. Yeah, here we go. Me. That's my brother and my mama and me. And I made it into a tag. And these are, let me think about it. Somebody that I used to buy jewelry from, Jude. No, that one is just a thank you card from Jude. Maybe Cindy Jewelry Nurse is the one that sent that in. Let's see what this little note says. Does it say anything? Nope. Just there. Hello, Cindy. Sending a birthday gift. Yours to keep. That's from Kim, my friend Kim Lucas. Quit. These are just glue books. This has, I know what this is. This is boxes. This is, I'll show you the box here in a minute. So, every time I buy something and somebody sends me a thank you note, I have this tub in my bottom drawer that I stick things in. But all of this stack of stuff is thank you notes from people from me buying, and also some of it is birthday cards, but most of it's thank you notes from me buying from people. That one is from Jude. Yeah, some of it's birthday cards, but yeah, thank you. Lots and lots of thank you notes. And so I was putting them in this book, and then I ran out of patience, and I decided if I try to put them all in a book, that I will never have enough room. And then some of that is Christmas cards. And then I slowed down on my shopping. Well, then Temu became popular, and I never bought jewelry from Temu. Most of what I buy would be jewelry. But Temu became popular, and I slowed down buying jewelry. And yeah, so I don't get very many thank you notes anymore. So I don't shop online as much. Been good. I've been good. I have a purchase with pearls sitting there. I did get do an order for with Robin. Although Edna usually sends just a thank you on the box. Who's this? Oh, these are little coupons for the kids. I got friend mail from my friend Melissa in Michigan. There ain't no telling. Look, little butterfly card. And there's a note inside of that somewhere. Yep, that's from Roe. Just gluing. This is the only kind of glitter I like. Glitter that's stuck to a page. I ain't getting out no glitter. That's from Kristen. So I don't know if y'all can see this or not. I'm gonna see if I can. There's me. Okay. Anyway, so I gel printed on this paper right here, and you can see it's a copy of something out of a notebook. And I have a notebook that has all my daddy's sermons. Well, not all of his sermons. I have one of the notebooks from my daddy's that is my daddy's sermons. And so a lot of times I'll just put it on my copy machine and make copies. See all these thank you notes. I think this book was done. Maybe. We got. Oh. Yeah. We didn't get that one done. Anything on there, but we did do stuff here. Treasure Island. Oh. We still got pages in here. Oh, we still got some things. Grab life. We done a Chris. You know what? I think this was a prompt from Beth. I remember it being. Yeah, I think that was a prompt night from Beth. So anyway, I put wax paper in it. But yeah, it's made with an IKEA catalog. So anyhow, I haven't glued it in a long time. In a long, long time. That one right there. Oh, hold on. I see that. Oh, I wanted to show y'all that. I don't know if anybody's ever seen one of those. This one is the Froll book. What's this one? And what are these? That is prompts. We done prompts. So I have pages of us doing prompts, and I wrote the prompts out. So it still has pages in it. I don't do well with prompts. I have had people tell me it's because I don't like people telling me what to do. They may be right. They may be right. So this is a full challenge where you did. Okay, this is my first attempt at doing a collage, and I made a peacock feather using torn paper, and I done that in 2022. And I done a rose in 2022, and then this is one of these are Frul's prompts, and yeah. So I remember this was a red day. I didn't write the prompt down, and I think this was a metallic day, a black and white day, and this was another red one. Maybe that one up there wasn't. This one was orange. They were colors. She had us doing colors. Greens and yellows. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? Did you notice it? Let me turn the page back. See how that butterfly's going? See how the print's going? The stamps. See how that fishy's going? The stamping. I done that page completely upside down. I did. I did this page upside down too. See, I said blessed is upside down there. My dragonfly is upside down. Yep. I done these two pages upside down. So my doing my backs on my postcards upside down is not a it's not a new thing. Purples, we did purples. This was one of my favorites. Now picture yourself pushing the limits, and you're on a motorcycle here. It's not supposed to be easy. That I liked this one. I liked how that turned out. So, yep, I did them upside down. I did. 100 days of collage. It was 100 days of collage, full art. This one is indigo. This one was you did blood colors, and so I did the cross. And this one was you did colors that again was about hope. And no, this one's still blood. It's still talking about blood. This one is red and white. You did white. This was in my face where I like to do fake Chinese symbols. But these are actual real Chinese symbols. Yeah, this one is love. I looked them up. This one is okay. One of them is Chinese and one of them is Japanese. Couldn't tell you which. Here we go. Red is my favorite color if you've not figured that one out. That one I did all with watercolor paint. This one is my very first. Oh, sorry, I had a pain. This is my very first, October the 22nd. My very first Christmas card that I actual painted. This is the actual card I painted, and then this is the copies that I made of it, and I sent this to all of the people that uh, bought from me. And then we've got some watercoloring, we've got some scribbling or doodling, more watercoloring, more doodling, a girl just gluing. just gluing. Another girl. Actually, she's a fairy. She's got wings. And the end. Look at all that pages we've got to work. So my friend that goes to my church, Tammy, that moved here from Texas, I had never seen one of these. Have you ever seen a journal cover? So she made this little pretty that you set your journal inside of. So here's your journal. It's got a strip of paper here, like that. And then she sewed all this lacy stuff to it. And you set your journal on the inside of it and you wrap it up in it. I'd never seen it. Major pretty. It's beautiful. And this is a little journal that she made just to go in it. And if you see, it's made, the spine is fabric, and she sewed all the pages to it. So, and this right here unties and opens up, and it's made with a notebook page. It all flips out, and it keeps flipping, and you've got all of this to journal on. And Angela Adele's always talking about she never writes in her books. This one was too pretty for me to write in. I get it, Angela. I get it, honey. Yeah, I didn't write in this one. And it's got a loopy loop that you put in here, and then you tie it. But I do have journals that I wrote in. And then this is a frame, and it's got paper down in it that you write in. It's been eco dyed. I don't know what gives you that bluish tint. Not sure. The Lord your God is with you, the mighty warrior who saves. And then that goes back down in there. I love that frame. Anyway, my friend Tammy Briggs made this. And the lace, look at all that. And you got all these cards, be strong and courageous. All these cards, verses. Yeah, I have never wrote in this one. And then you've got this back that flips up, and it's got pockets on the inside of it. I've never made one of these, but I have interest in making one. But yeah, I've never made one. Anybody ever made one of those? In an Australian state of mind that day, thinking I was on the other side of the world and did it upside down. So here is one of the journals that I made that I write in. And this one here is what I call my Promises of God journal. And the binder is a choker, a necklace chain choker. And it's red velvet. Red velvet. Flutterby's. We do have a pocket here, and it has promises. And all of these are all verses that are promises of God. And I have stuff in here that needs to be put out. There's Frida. I don't know why Frida's in here. Oh, I do. Because she's a little notebook. Sharon made that for me. She's a little notebook. Those are some promises that I've wrote, made cards that I haven't put anywhere. And I have promises that I've wrote out all through here. Beth gave me that one. Let's see, Robin gave me that one. I had people give me verses. That is just me journaling. This is a whole list of promises. This is one of my snippet rolls. And coin envelopes. There's a promise wrote in there. That's journaling. This is a pocket. God always keeps his promises, and there's more promises wrote on here. This is an original library card. The Boys and Girls of Arizona. I actually have that book, and it's the first checkout is in 1938, and it was kept in circulation until 1943. Hey, Buttero, how are you, honey? How is Buttero and Miss Bridget today? This is one of my jelly prints that I was doing the little girls on. We got promises, 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 tip out with promises in it. A bag, a little girl. This is one of the Marry Me girls. This is a hidden. This is a hidden paper clip made by Steph. All his promises are yes and amen. It was on that page, and I put it going that way. Let's see why. Oh, because it's real pretty on that butterfly page. That's why I put it going that way. The TV is watching her for you. This is another one of my bags. Those goodie bags. If you've seen them, you've probably gotten one if you've ever got anything from me. Just some dyed papers, more journaling stuff. This is from an Edith Holden. Nope, this is not Edith Holden. That's that little hummingbird book that I bought, but it's done in the style of Edith Holden. And yeah, and that's all I've done in it. I haven't wrote in it in a while, so haven't decorated any pages or done anything in it. I should keep it out and work in it tomorrow night. I think I will. I'll keep it out and work in it tomorrow night. So when we have a hangout. So anyway, I've been here, guys, for an hour and a half. I'm getting really, really hot, and I think it's time for me to find some refreshment to drink. And my coffee is gone. An iced coffee. It is gone. This is how far I got in my ink collection thing. I want to see. Take those off and put them up because that's dry enough. They'll be okay. I want to see if it'll set up here. I'm trying not to bump y'all. Right here. Oh, it will. It'll wedge right up in there, and that'll be perfect for all of my butt. Let's see. Yep, my things fit. Yes. And I can still set that up there and reach it. I'll have to do something with my little printer. Maybe I'll stick it in a drawer. I don't use it very much. I don't know who's on next. So what is this? That's that thing. We should do that. Let's write it down on our page. So August trade is going to be decorative tags or coin envelopes. You decorate 2 tags or coin envelopes. Maybe September, let's do hidden paper clips again. Yeah. There we go. That sounds good. St. Juju and Sage come on at 5 o'clock CST is what I was told. Wasn't that what she said a while ago? I was thinking she said 5. Anyway, I need to take this jewelry to my room. Did I get anything accomplished today? Well, I got some of my stuff put up. I need to take pictures of this. It's going on my If y'all do not know how to find my posts where I list things for sale, you need to let me show you, okay? Because I list things, put you down to do the August swap. Okay, let me find my piece of paper. Hmm. I have a piece of paper I started writing on. Here it is. Here we go. I have August 6th. Ginger Cat, lady down for the August swap. We're going to swap two decorated, it don't matter how you decorate them, decorated coin envelopes or tags. And I would suggest that your tag be not be too big to fit in a standard envelope. Okay? Or tags. Ginger Cat. Yeah, two. Butter Rose says her too. Butter Rose. There we go. I got you, honey. So let's do this and put this with this, inside with this. And we'll have to go get me a cool cloth and put it on my head. I got kind of pasty there for a minute. My head hurt. Got hot. I need some water. I haven't had much water lately. This is the time of the year that is a huge struggle for me to drink because it makes Juju. Okay, I got you, Juju. Makes me feel like I'm drowning, and I really am not sure why that is. I talked to my cardiologist about it. He said he really don't know either. He just thinks it might have something to do with that's Ginger. I've done wrote her down, Juju. That it might have something to do with me only having one kidney. So anyhow, yeah, only have one kidney. I was only born with one. I was born with some other issues that it's very common if you were born with that issue to only have one kidney. So anyhow, I'm not any kind of spectacular person. I mean, it was scary. I was born here. Yeah. So, what is the swap? We're swapping two decorated tags, or you can decorate coin envelopes. Decorated tags, two decorated tags or coin envelopes, and keep the tags the size of a business envelope. Don't make them longer than a business envelope. I was decorating my paper doll. I was decorating her on a coin envelope. So I will do some of those, probably some more of those, just because I like that whole concept. Um, you don't have to do that. You can decorate, and I'll probably will do some just decorated coin envelopes. So, and I will probably mix it up on how I do it. And y'all know, you won't add it? Okay. Okay, honey. Bonnie. Yeah. So when you start getting your swaps, you can go to my community page and add a picture there if you want. I do not have a Facebook group, nor do I plan on starting one. But Beth did say that if you wanted to post your swap things that you've gotten, you can post them in her group. So anyway, I think I'm going to go. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys over at Juju and Sage's Decorating Texas. I got to take some pictures of this and list it in the. I'm gonna put it in the on my page to sell, and it's got the little pages in it. Got the little ledger pages. They're blank. I'll put it in there to sell. Yeah. So anyway, I was going to show y'all how to get to that, wasn't I? So if you go to my channel, just find Cindy Loves Jewelry and Paper Art and view my channel. Across here where it says Home, Videos, Shorts, Lives, Playlists, and Posts, it's there. Go into the post and you'll see, like, there's that Zyron I just listed. There's some jewelry I have listed. Uh, those little die cut packs. Oh, I need to delete that. I sold that a while ago. I got a bunch of paper straws, a stamper thing, but it's old. Some velvet ribbon, time cards, fabric, jewelry. Anyway, so I list stuff in there all month long and let people just claim it, and I do the invoicing when I do it. So I'm going to put this in the thing. So you always do, yep, always do a thing on your thing. So anyway, so I'm fixing to list it, and then I'm going to get some water and go into my room where it's much cooler. For some reason, my air is not just. I have it set on 70. I don't know why it's not feeling cool. I think I just had a major hot flash. Major. So, oh, she needs to go to the fairy garden. If y'all don't know, I do have a fairy garden out front. So, yes, I do. One of these days, I'll show y'all pictures of it. So, anyhow, so I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a wonderful afternoon. See you over there where Juju and Sage will be live. That's Dawn. See y'all where Juju and Dawn will be live. Bye bye.